Welcome back. So this is 5 a.m. 5 a.m. in the what's this? New York session. So these are the pairs I picked just to make the last video, okay? Because of the World Cup. But anyway, we put this for next week. Euro USD. The reason I put Euro USD for next week is because I saw where we were at this level, and price here starts to come back here. But for it to retest this level, I also need the holding candlestick and also a 4-hour engulfing. So this the 4-hour shift. So this means that to take just a bit of time to reach this level. Okay. So now you can see that price is even making a lower low. And since price is making a lower low, by this daily push, you can tell that already if we have this close, the Monday is wasted. You see? So, unless otherwise, but just spare this pair for next week. Because again, just by the way it closed in the weekly time frame, it showed me that I need to give it time so that price can come back here in a weekly time frame. And then that next week I can look for sales, you see? Because it wouldn't make sense for me to expect price to buy up to this level and again sell, then my sale is expecting to be at this point. It makes no sense for that weekly candlestick, okay? But that means that then we will start praying, hoping that price makes a weak rejection here and then at the same time sells. And when it comes back here, since this is where price ended, it will now have a bearish close, which will either close below here or even later on have a weak rejection, okay? So uh the the time frame, the pair wasn't making sense for a sale this week. You can give it one more time for price to just genuinely come here nicely. Okay, or at least reject price at this point. Yeah. Then I can be very much okay with having a sale in this way. You see? Then price pulling back here and then the same week price ending up selling. It doesn't sit right with me. Okay. So that's why I put it to next week. For this one, Eurocard, everything was fine. You can see what I was telling you. That just try this again. That price only had two options. It's either closes above with the daily candlestick, and then it retests to then give you a buy here, which is fine. And then our price comes back below here and shift. Okay, you see it clearly in the daily time frame. So under the daily time frame, you can see that price, as I told you, was bullish. Was bearish on the daily time frame. So if wanted to buy, I told you, since the weekly is already bullish, we can just wait for a buy and then a daily pullback here and a daily holding, then we can call that a buy, you see? That's the first rule. Or price has to take out this lower low and then shift at this point, you see? Which led for me drawing this level. Okay? Because right now price is still bearish because it hasn't taken out any of this zone, either above or below. So We have to wait for that to happen. So I just left it because uh, it was clean, but I really wanted the weekly to close above this line last week. Okay. Yeah. But this would be a good trade, even if I don't take it, because I can't take everything, you know. Price will break above if it wants, then we test and give you a very proper entry there. Okay. USD JPY. Wow. I was waiting for price to come back here, like I told you. And for some reason, I don't know what made me change is because the day I saw the weekly was bullish, okay? I saw the weekly was bullish, and this was the high, low, the daily, sorry, high, low, high, high. And when it went bearish, meaning it has to take out this low in order to go bullish, or price has to continue making what lower lows, and then price shifts at this OG level, then again, uh, go it there, buy. See? So you can see that that's a lot of movement. So I just left it for this week so price can do its thing and give me the shift I needed. But you can see already what's happening in this pair. NZD USD. Also I gave this pair time because I'm expecting price to come back here. And as you can see, we are way far from price reaching this level. And if I can expect price to reach this level this same week and price to sell and reach this target, then I'm lying to myself. Okay? Because if price comes back here and let's say it sells, meaning the weekly time frame will close with this kind of candlestick, and then to leave a what? A weak fill here. You see? To leave some sort of weak fill here. You see? And if we have a weak fill, what does that mean? If price uh retest, because when it retests, this is just price buying. Let's say from here, price retest, and when it reaches here, now I expect them to sell, right? So let's say on the daily time frame, um, price ends up selling up to this level. This means on the weekly time frame, if this is where price was, it will now have this rejection, you see? And when we see this, there's a high chance that what price will uh price will end up filling this week, you see? Mhm. So that's why I also abstained from this pair, just to see what it will do. Also this one I wanted buys, but I left it because I'm expecting the price to retest this level, and then I can buy. Okay. So then these are just pending. You can see it's me price waiting for extra confirmation. For this one, I told you I need price to come back here. Also all these are pending. Okay. So then these are the pairs I chose. First is Euro USD CHF. Okay. Because of its near point to my OG level. And you know how price moves. You can find that the whole week, all we just get is a daily bearish candle here. That's all. That's how this funny price moves. You can just get that retest, and then the next week, that's when price ends up buying. You see? Because if you put on daily time frame, this is Monday, and already you can see we are the high, and now price is trying to make this retest in this form. Uh, so by the look of this thing, you can easily tell that price wants to come back here, and then price would sell. Okay, how? Because this point here led to what? Led to the break. You see? Yeah. Mhm. Uh, so this means I expect price to come back here, and when price comes back here, price will sell more. You see? So this shouldn't scare us. In fact, it would be nice that this happens so that when we're at this level, we know price has been following its perfect order of movement. Okay. And again, if it breaks below, can retest this level and makes that lower low piece we are looking for, you see? Yeah, you see? Mhm. So that's the whole idea with this pair. Okay. So don't be discouraged by this push. It's just Monday. Okay. And this is 4 time frame. You can see that 4 time frame is very much bullish now, which is fine, right? Because like I told you, if price comes back here, I don't have to worry about anything to do with the 4 hour or this level here. You see? Because everything by the 4 hour will be new. So if I cast my lot here, look, this is we waiting for price here is like waiting for a company to open its first IPO. Okay? Mhm. Uh, but first, before it does that, it's paying out. It's paying out. Let's just say it's weighing out its options, right? Mhm. And we all know that price. This is where they plan to give out the what? The shares to go public, right? And if you look at this, you can see the price is buying above. And let's just say the reason why price is buying above is because maybe a certain manager is not yet sure on the old move, right? Uh-huh. And he only believes this is not the right time, right? Okay. Mhm. So then let's say this price is driven up to this level here, and then this manager's disapproval comes back to this level, is it? Uh, and then when he's at this level, he then meets all these investors. You see, one, two, big investors with big shares in the company who wants this thing back here so they can buy more shares to increase their gain. You see? Mhm. So then this one share here, one investor will be easily overpowered, you see? Because let's say he maybe owns 10% and these own 90. It's just a scenario I'm giving you, by the way. Okay? So what does this mean in this market? That even if price can come back here, that's fine. But we all know that price has to test this level in order for those buys to commence, in order for people to start buying shares, in order for high investors to put more money, they need price to come back here, okay? Yeah, just pretend this is the Coca-Cola company, right? Mm. And they're trying to see, they're trying to wait on, you're weighing your options and when to buy, okay? So, uh, then you are told that this is where investors want to buy from. So why would you buy from this level? Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Price may reach this level, or even this same investor will realize that here where I'm going, I'll be overpowered by these other guys, and they might even buy me out using any buyout clause, and I'll be out for the company. Then you can see price now starts correcting, okay? Mm-hmm. Because this investor is scared of being bought out, okay? And then he now just, okay, let me just follow what they want to do. See? And then that's the case where we get price we test here without touching this level. You see? Uh-huh. So regardless of what happens, okay, whether price touches this level or that doesn't, all we need is price to come back here and give us the 4-hour shift. Then we are off to buys, right? Mhm. In this pair, I was expecting this to be the first and fastest pair to give us an entry. But I like the daily retest, it's genuine. Looks genuine. It's not rushed. Uh yeah. Can catch a trade here, who knows? And this might, a good part of the market, this might easily close bearish today. This might tend to be a weak pullback and price might easily close bearish. You see? How can I give you an example? Uh, yeah. Look at this. So try to pay attention to this point here. Okay. Um, let me try to replay. Okay, that's up here. That's right to replay. You see what happens? Price does what? Closes bearish, you see? But what does it do? It even gives the daily a push, a bullish push to this level. You see? In the same day, no? The same day, price comes back all the way here. Okay? Then what does price do? It rejects with this weak pullback. It rejects and then ends up selling and selling. And this is now a bearish trend. You see? But it gave you a push that make you think, uh, and you see this is Monday, the same day as today. Uh, it gave you a push which will make you think price has really changed, okay? But price really behaves differently. It just moves how it moves. Okay. So that's it for USDCHF. Next is NZD card. Mm, Remember, we're looking for sales in this pair. Yeah. And this is what we are looking for. Sales in this pair. And I explained uh through the video I'll upload just right after this set. Just a minute. In fact, let me just keep it. Let me just run it. So by the time I'm done with this, it's also ready. Just a few seconds, maybe a minute. Mm. That's why when you're trading these pairs, let's try to make your own what? Mm, Your own approach, because these markets will drive you insane. Can't lie to you. Okay? They will drive you insane. especially if you have no age and just following anything you see. Okay? Mhm. 18. How is this? Okay. So okay. Uh that's a small video, a 1 hour 19 minutes video. If you want, you can be eating something, relax, drinking something while watching. Okay. You don't have to finish everything the whole day. And most of these videos, trust me, you just need to watch maybe the first week, the first 5 videos, then you'll be set. All these you can just be passing through on the important parts of your own liking. Okay. But I don't recommend you to watch the video from the first minute to the 1 hour 40 or the 2 hour 50 minutes. No. It's you don't need it. If you want, you can just put in intervals where you see, okay, here, this is the new session, what happened. You see the update, you go do other things, okay? Because it's no need for you to be watching every 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 video, every 1 hour video every day. Makes no sense, okay? But the only reason I make them long is for those who are starting out and just for myself, okay? Because the more I'm explaining this to myself, and regardless if people are watching, the more I'm becoming what I'm saying, okay? That's just what it is. What you say is what you become. So, if I'm talking about this strategy every session for now, whether you're watching or not, it's entering. You see, it won't just be in my mind. You see, and once it's in my subconscious, the way I say it every day, then that's where I win. Okay, that's where I win. Because then you can bring any pair, and in seconds you can master it. Listen, okay. So look at what's happening in NZD card. Price has fallen uh below as we wanted. But the most important thing we need now is what the daily holding, right? Waiting for what the daily holding and for our SOS. What does this mean? Hmm? Quite right, price has made a nice lower high, lower low, retest of the level, respected this OG level here, here, there's the OG level there, but I just fainted it. Or maybe I think I can use this one and do this. Yeah, because it's the intermediate now. Okay. So then what do I expect in this case? Hmm? I expect price to what? To engulf this today by this day. Yeah, right here. If price can engulf this section of my pair today, then this will show me all I need to know about this market's direction. Because one, it has broken above. Two, what did I do? It has made a three. You see? It has made a three by reaching the ROG level. But four, price is retesting and reacting from the three and now back to the one we test. You see? Mhm. Which is fine. Uh, if one can take this as a two, because if I put this here, if this was faint, you take this as a two, you see? The price just broke above, left the OG level, then you draw them right back. You see? Uh, Same time wish. Ah, just spoke my language. Yeah, so let's bring it back. Mhm. So this is now much better. So for the daily, the only thing we need is price closing below here. That's all today. Mm. And the question is, can we get that? Yes, I think we can. What to stop us from not getting this? And this is the other point. This is the point that I'm talking about. Okay, today. Because I know the moment we get this in the forward time frame, what happens? The forward time frame gets the shift. You see? At this point. Right? Uh, um, so uh in this case, uh this is what we want. We just need price to give us that break and and then we test. All right. But now if you see we have one problem. If we get the retest here, this will be our only level of entry. This one here, this point here. Because this is what will lead to the break, you see? So meaning if price breaks below, I can only sell when it's at this level and then do that, okay? But now, the thing that comes in is my stop loss has to be all the way above here, you see? That's the bad part. And then look at my take profit. It's not even a one to what I'm dreaming of or what I've been waiting for, you see? So, what does price end up doing for the investors, those want to sell? It has to make a pivot for them, is it? You see? Mhm. It has to make a kind of lower potential lower high and then price breaks below, you see? So that when even if you enter at this point, okay, even if you enter at this point, your end the stop loss will be here. You see the difference? You see the difference from entering from a reduced point than just a direct entry. Mhm. So that's why uh I'm more of encouraged in waiting for price. And this is what price will do. That's why you're seeing these rejections here. Okay? That's why you're seeing these rejections. Uh because price wants to make a perfect pivot that can be a lower low. See, so that once it gets that break of the zone, uh might even just be here. See? And then we can catch ourselves. See how this is better than the one to one we were looking for. You see? So we wait for this to happen. Yeah, and then not this to happen. Then I can claim myself. Okay? Ooh. Ah, wow. Look what happened. Just as I told you last night, yesterday, around I think 5 p.m. Yeah. You see when you watch the video. Mm, I was telling you that this price will come back here, but when it retests this level here, okay, there will be higher chance to take out what? The lower high, because you want price to trickle back inside here and then give us the sell we need, right? So now what happens when price breaks above? Price becomes bullish. You see? So this is a higher low and a higher high. And then in this case, we are bullish. Uh, and we can only buy when price is below. We can only sell when price is below this level. Okay? Or if price makes a lower high, higher low, higher high, and then shifts, then you can sell at this level. You see? Mhm. So we can even tell by yourself which one is mostly likely to happen. Okay? Although this is the OG level here. Okay? And what I'm just happy about is that price uh didn't leave us in this trade, because you see I was telling you in the video here we are, you don't know how lucky we are, because and maybe the only reason we're lucky is there was no any proper entry in the forward time frame here. You see, that's why price even ended up coming back, because even if I was in a trading zone for this trade, I wouldn't take it because nothing was happening here. You see, price at the break below, but retested and no entry. You see, it ended up making a lower low. So you see, so now you see why I tell you price will show you that this will be a losing trade before it even take it. You see? So now take for instance, I took this trade because of just trying to participate in the market. You see? And I put my stop right below here. I will be out of this trade by now. You see? Mhm. If you want, put on the 2 hour time frame and see if there's any entry signal. Mhm. So you can see there wasn't anything. 1 hour time frame. Uh, you can also see even in the 1 hour time frame, there was still nothing when the price we tested here. You see? So 3 hour time frame, even in the 3 hour time frame, nothing happened. You see? Yeah. Now let's say you just want to participate in this trade. You jump in a 30 minutes time frame. You see? Uh, but even in the 30 minutes time frame, funny enough, you can see that price shifted here and price was bullish. Uh, so price never made a lower low or a new lower high or broken or shifted at this level. So mm, this means there was no way possible that price would sell. You see, even if you switch to the 15 minutes time frame, you can also see the same thing. Price made the higher, lower, higher low and a higher high when it retested back here, you see. So in this case, this means that at this point, you need price to shift so you can sell, right? Even in the 15 minutes time frame, it didn't work. Let's try the 5 minutes time frame. Maybe we're not just being fair to ourselves, right? Even in the 5 minutes time frame, you can see that when the 4 hour broke above here and we tested at this zone, it was bullish and there was no retest or shift. You see? So this just tells you that this is a losing trade. Don't take this trade. You see? Hmm. But most of the time, I can tell you myself, I will just see price break below this level like this and wait for any pullback like this one to then enter. And the moment price just taps into this level, I'll put my stop here and let go of this sale, just like that, hoping that the lower time frames will respect this point. You see, because the 4 hours already made the lower low. You see, but if you look clearly, when price retested this, there was no any entry. So that's how price works. And you can see that's the only reason I was telling you guys that price might come back here. Okay. And we've seen it for ourselves. Mhm. We've seen it for our eyes. So now, since we have this correction and we've been given a new start participating in this trade, what are we looking for? Okay. First of all, we try to trace back to the daily time frame and see if the daily time frame is perfect. Okay, it's perfect enough. For this pair, I can tell that today the daily will close bullish. That's by the look of the candlestick. Uh, and they will position this pair is today price may close bullish. That this is my expectation. And then the bearish time frame. The bearish we may have a bearish candlestick tomorrow. This will even lead to the shift of the forward time frame, okay? And when we have this shift, you will notice that I don't need even this shift to engulf this daily previous low. No, no, no. I just want the day to just have that close. That's all. Okay? And remember what I was telling you, you watching the video. The reason why price can retest is because of this level here. This level has to be respected. Okay? And price is back at the same level. So, but if you look at this and you see that this is our 4 hour high, this means that if we are expecting a shift at this level, we need the potential higher low and another high. You see, meaning this 4 hour will buy above more, meaning the daily will do what today will buy more. You see? Uh-huh. And when the daily buys more, this means the next day we'll be waiting for price to what? To just break and then come back here. Why? Because um, this is when we have the 4 hour shift that we are looking for. See? And when we have that 4 hour shift, the daily time frame is also respecting this level at the same time. You see? At the end, just waiting for a retest, engulfing, and then you execute this trade with ease. Okay? Mm. So that's it for this pair, AUD, AUDNZD. Mm. So I for these right now they're just okay. Maybe it's just AUD USDCHF, that's a bit far from my entry. Uh but let's see how price uh will move in the other pairs here. Yeah. Mm, AD card. I was looking for sales. Yeah, and I knew this was possible because I even showed you during our analysis that there's B and A. I knew this was possible. See? Mhm. And still, I chose it. Why? Because I won't take all trades, that's a fact. I'll only take a few. Maybe among these, I might just take one. Okay? So some you just add them for the purpose of learning and seeing what the market can do in a situation. If you've noticed in every pair, every week, there's always one pair that I know requires a bit of work in order to get the sell or buy, but I add it anyway, right? So this is one of those pairs. So what do you expect in this pair now? Since you've been wanting to sell, and I believe this price will sell because of this double top and this head and shoulder thing. Okay. And I believe we can even just have a weak pullback here and then all this turn into a bearish sell. This same with price even ends up closing here. Okay. That's my expectation on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, you can see the price retested the OG level. But what is price doing? Remember what I always tell you, it has to respect the levels price leaves behind. Okay? Yeah. Why? Look at this trade here. Mm. Mm. Wait just a minute. The video is ready. So just after mm. Just after this session, I'll be able to post it for you. Okay. So if you look at this pair, and I tell you this is just market structure, and you don't know the time frame, right? And I tell you I need the sell. What would you do? You'd first come back here and say, okay, where are we? This is a lower high, this is a lower low, meaning this is the OG level where price can sell from, right? Mm. So for as long as we don't take out this lower low, price can sell from this level, right? Yeah. So now what happens is price makes buys above, right? Instead of respecting this level, giving us our entry, and price buys above, but doesn't take out what? The mm, lower high. So this sale is valid. So I'm just waiting for price to break below, right? Just waiting for price to break below. And when this happens, price will come back here. You see? When price comes back here, uh, this means what? We'll just wait for the engulfing to happen. The same entry that we want price to do is what will happen here, you see? Mhm. So then what does this give you in the perspective of the daily time frame, right? It gives you that price can still come back here with a pullback, if even a weak retest, and then price drops massively and it drops again. You see? But why is it first going up? It wants to clarify this move here. You see? That's the whole point I want you guys to get. Wants to clarify this move there. So that's why you're seeing price doing this. Because if this was, let me just say, if this was, let me just try to compress it. If this was how you are looking, okay, um, this is how we are looking, market fed, and then this is how I'm looking, okay, and then prices at this level. And then this is my level where I was planning to what? To sell for. Okay. Uh, Suppose this is how market started. Yeah, something like that. Then uh, this is what price does. Huh? Yeah. And then there's another level here. Which level? Here. Uh, is it there? Uh, there's another level here. Uh, mhm. I'm just doing all this. Mhm. And then price is at this level. And you've clearly seen that this is what led to the buy. This point here is what led to the sell. Right? Mhm. Meaning we were supposed to sell from this point in the first place. But then price makes a break below, right? And then now price uh is at this point. You see? It has failed to respect this second OG level here, the weekly OG level. What will come in your mind? This was the forward time frame. But price wants to just buy at this point and then sell. You see? When it sells, it will do this and then to what? Continue selling. You see? That's the whole move. So that's what I'm trying to tell you here. Hmm? And this is the analysis I even showed you. Okay? So uh, let's see and watch how price will play out. Uh, but the good part is you can see how the 4 hour is moving. So it means if price comes back here, the 4 hour will just have to shift and then to give us the sell. And to start following the bearish move, then we can continue there. Okay? Now, it's very much possible and it's very much correct that you can sell from this level. But it's just that um, if I put on the daily time frame, it's not an OG level. That's the only reason. Okay? That's the only reason. So unless if it was, would have caught the sell here. Okay? Mm, and even if it may seem like it, mm, it might seem like something at this level. Mm, it's quite by the same level on the daily time frame. You see? Mm, uh, I can't be making analysis during the week, okay? I would have done this during the weekend. So even if this is a level, I won't do anything, okay? Because if I wanted to consider this level, we would have worked our way in the markets yesterday, okay? Uh, but it's only it's only a weekly OG level for now. Yeah, so unless if the week close, then we're still here. Yeah, then I'll be glad to use this. But for now, no. Next is uh USD Euro CHF. You can see the daily has shifted, it has gone bearish. The weekly also closed with a nice morning star, evening star. So this means that price wants to sell because of this close. Uh, you can also try to track it back at this point. So these two is one and the same. On the daily time frame also, at the break leading starting from this level. So what this means is we wait for the forward to come back here. Okay. And what will this do? This price do when it's at this level? There's a high chance that the forward time frame will go bullish and then it will shift and then start selling. You see? That's what price will do. And then it will sell massively. Why will this price sell massively? Because remember what I was telling you in USTCHF, even if price is buying, it has to sell up to here. You see? Uh-huh. So expect the same thing in USD, Euro, huh? Euro CHF. So that's it for now. Now see you at 4 p.m. Milk open. Thank you guys. Welcome back, guys. So let's try to give an update on what's going on. Yeah. Uh, as you can see, mm, price here is Euro. AUD CAD is waiting for price to come back here, right? That's what we are waiting for. And the price certainly did that. Sorry. And price ended up doing something else. Okay. Close with the bearish close, which is fine. Mm. So for now, I think we can maybe try to close this here. Just want to sell from this level. We'll be waiting when the 4 hour goes bearish here. See? When the 4 hour goes bearish, then the signature move, we need to know the price wants to continue selling, right? Up to this level. Yeah, that's all we need to know. Yeah. Uh, yes. Mm. Thinking ahead of this one. There is nothing, just the same thing I was telling you. USDCHF. Mm, the USDCHF. Uh, I'm waiting for price to come back here. No, but, uh, So before I ended up closing bullish though, before I ended up closing bullish, let's do something fun. Let's try to see what's happening in the lower time frame, just to practice our entries. So in this case, you see, is that I think that's what we do. First, let me do something because I don't want to explain the same thing that I told you in the morning. So maybe I think this session you can do something else, like practicing our entries. But let me just go to a quick recap of all of them, right? So Euro CHF, you see what I was telling you. I try. I need price to come back here. Okay. And when price comes back there, I need price to shift. Uh, and as you can see here, there's a very much higher possibility that price might simply take out this lower low, lower high, and then shift back at this level to sell. Okay. Uh, then the next one is AUD and ZD. You can see the forward didn't do anything. So at this point, all that is left is us waiting for price to make it lower, high, low, high, high. Then reasonable shift. Then we can sell. Okay, something like that. Mhm. Then the next thing is NZD card. Uh, price didn't do the pivot I was looking for. So let's just see what this for candlestick does. Okay, if it breaks below or if it rejects again. But if it breaks, I don't think I will enter this trade because of my risk to reward. It's not making sense for me. Okay, if uh, price breaks below and retest and then gives an entry signal here, I can't enter here because my stop has to be all the way up there. You see, I can't. It's not just making sense. Okay, so if this trade wants me to take part in it, it has to give me at least something sensible in there for our time frame, and I can sell. I'm not refusing because I'm just refusing. But you look at this, yes, first of all, I need the daily pre-golf. One. Second, uh, if you look at this, let's try to go to the lower time. The lower time frame, what it's showing me is, uh, if price breaks below here, this is the lower time frame, right? If price breaks below, this is a lower high, and this will be a lower low. So we test here, then we get an entry here. That's the lower time frame. Uh, we can enter a sell here and put our stop rate down there. Yeah, then I'll take profit here, which is fine to our time frame, right? But look at the forward time frame. We'll enter there. See, seeing that there's there's no clear uh, uh, structure in the forward time frame for now. And if I can enter, yes, I can enter. I even goes to my take profit. Um, but if I lose, I would really know that it's because of this structure point. Okay. The 3 hour time frame is doing everything is playing out fine. You can see that the shift to happen here in at least uh, there's this structure point where price will break and retest, see? But the forward time frame is the highest, so it has to make more sense in this pair before it can even make sense to this lower time frames. Okay? 1 hour time frame. is also making sense. For the one now, we have been already bearish. So what that's left is first to break below and we test and then place our entry and our stop here. Okay. This means that we just want price to break below and then we can enter and put our stop here. This is what I'm saying. This is on the one out there, right? Oh, this is clean. Okay. This is clean. But this was supposed to also happen in the out for our time frame. Okay. And because it doesn't happen before our time frame, I would, okay. Mm, price is going nowhere. So anyway, since we now know what's going on, let's try to play the pairs, right? Let's try to switch things up. Let's do our time and spend some time on the market. I don't have anything to do. But if you want, at this point, you can fast forward to the next session. This is just me playing with the market. Okay. Now we've already done the most important part. Mm, this is a pair avoided trading. It's now almost even buying up because I told you I didn't like her before I was making this massive drop. I told you if you can have this kind of forward time frame, it means that price can really even do anything in this level before it actually sells more. You see? That's what you're seeing now. You see? So that's the thing. Uh, in this case, you can see USD. The one I also avoided the same again that did be testing. You see? Uh, Eurocard, uh, that's even broken about. USDJPY, price is almost going back to the same initial point where it sold from my take profit. Mm. In this case, you can see uh, let's try, let me explain now the pairs. So here we want to say, right? So let's try to mm, let's try to add 50, 30 minutes. Just a minute. So this is how we are going to play it. the 30 minutes is the weekly, okay? The 15 minutes is the daily. No, this the 30 minutes is the monthly, 15 minutes is the daily, 5 minutes is the no. 30 is monthly, 15 is weekly, 5 is daily, 1 minute is for right. Okay. So let's start with 30 minutes of the monthly of this pair and see where we are in the market. So in the market, in the monthly here, um, you can clearly see um, let's go there. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so if you see, you will see that the monthly is low, high, low, high, high, then now it's still bullish. Yeah, it's still bullish on the monthly, but bullish on the monthly time frame, but in the 15 minutes time frame, they are also bullish. Well, we can see this is the weekly time frame. This is the this is the weekly time frame. Lower low and it became a higher low. And it's the okay. So in the weekly time frame here, this is what we have. So this is what we have. The weekly OG level is this point here, right? Mhm. So since we have a weekly OG level, let's see what's the daily time frame, right? So now I was saying the monthly is bullish, daily is weekly is bullish. Let's see the daily. Yeah. Let's see the daily. Um, let's see my channel. So for the day, you can see that yeah, not okay. This is the lower, and then at this point there, and it led to this higher, higher. When the price at some point took at this point, so meaning it went bearish, and so it was bearish at this level, and so, and then it went bullish, uh, went bullish, and then it took out this one bearish, so now price is bearish. So the daily is bearish, but the weekly and the daily time are bullish. The weekly and the monthly time frame are bullish. So, mm, so in this case, if we look at this point, we can see that also in the daily time frame, this is a G level here. You see? So what we are waiting for is the daily to shift. then we can look for buy. So for this one, it's not ready for now because we are waiting for the daily to go back bullish. Again, buy. You see? So just like this, we've even identified what we expect from NZD USD, NZD card. So let's go back to Australian dollar and the 30 minutes time frame. And the monthly time frame, we are very much bullish. How? Um, we, hmm, as I'm telling you, it's very hot, very hot. Mm, mm. That's why you're saying I'm using talking. Mm, mm, But let's just finish it. Uh, so this is the monthly OG level. You can see it when they are high, came back to test so it can buy more. The weekly time frame, also it's the same thing. You can see price is now buying more. The daily time frame, price is also buying more, as you can see. But in the daily time frame, we have an OG level here. Oof. Mhm. Mhm. But the only bad part is the daily time frame, the price is bearish. So, so I need price to break above this level. Wait, that's what you did. Yeah, that's what you did. So since it did what bullish, and what led to the break is this point here. So now we can now switch to the 1 minute time frame and see what's going on. Okay. So in this case, we can see this is where the break happened from. And the 4 hour time frame, uh, actually had the break, retest and option. And so we're even late to this buy. So we can catch this buy now at this point. Yeah. And put our stop like play this legend. Now entry here. And so uh, so where is this price square? Where is this price seven? Like 7 for this and between this is one of prices in one track. Okay. Uh, uh, so you can put our step here. This pair is here has a lot of spread. So let me see that again. You can see the spread. This is it. So actually we're here, and this is the spread. So any mistake we can be stopped out. Mhm. Yeah, so maybe the best way is to maybe reduce maybe I'll stop here below this week. And since price is being retested back here, that's why I've entered there. Okay. So we'll see if we can get any extra push, which will make us reduce prices and to continue buying. Okay. Mm. So this now can catch an entry. Yeah. And remember, I told you I'm expecting this pair to buy more. Okay. Alright. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can claim that sale like buy, but this is just in the 30 minutes of that. So if I wrong, it's understandable because the main direction is selling, and you saw it. I'm just showing you how to execute my entry. Okay. Here's the UCHF. Mm, monthly is bullish, you can see. Self-explanatory. Uh, Day you can see is bullish. So can also see is bullish. So daily is bullish. Or is also bullish. So here, want to join, you just simply wait for price to test here, and then you can buy. So you can actually consider to test, then you can buy, stop at this point. Then maybe just reduce it up to this level. So let's see if this happens. We can quit the session. Okay. Mm, okay, so we have the retest. We need the engulfing. We just need price to be at this level. That's all. That's all we need. So let's see if that happens. Okay. So we have the entry needed. Just like that, we are in this trade, as you can see. Exact perfect T, as I was explaining to you. Thank you, Lord. Is what has happened. I told you we price I tested the 4 hour. made the retest, and you can see that in graph number 4 time frame upon the retest, and if the retest is full, you can see at the body candle. So now we can enter this and see uh, what price does. No. Okay, so we leave this one running and come and see it later on. Okay, so that's how we do it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't worry about this. Welcome back, guys. So let's have a closure of the market. See what price actually did. So remember this trade we took in 1 minute here. Hmm? What trade did I take? Oh, there was no trade here. But I told you that when we switch to the lower time frame, you would see that the lower time frame's price was bullish. So it matched and made sense. The reason why price ended up closing with the pivot I was telling you about. Okay. Which is this level here. So in this case, all we need is price now to have a bearish close. You see? Remember, I was telling you that I want my stop loss to make sense, and the exact thing has happened. See? I told you if this price shouldn't break below, it needs to give me another potential lower high. So that once it breaks, I'll know I can just sell from this level now. See? Mhm. So I want this daily, this for to close bearish, and that will be fine for us. The next is AUDNZD. Price hasn't made a lower low, a lower high, then lower low. Oh, higher low and higher high. And you can see that the whole day price was just playing around this level. Right. Let's see if we got it played out. Hmm. I played out, but only up to. Oh, our trade played out, brother. Okay, we reached our goal. Up to one to yeah, 1 to 3. This trade played out at its play and I told you here where we entered. And this was the 1 minute time frame, by the way. And you can see how what price did. Ended up buying more, right? Ended up buying more. Give us 1 to 2. We needed. And I don't choose the 1 minute, but you see what happened? The same strategy can also be used. Once the new York session opens, look for the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 1 minute. Then you take this. So, small things like this make me feel nice. So, anyway, where we are now is a stage where price has to make a no, higher low and a higher high. See? And also another higher low, another, uh, uh, and then a shift, and then we can sell. See? So you can see that that small trade I took is just this one for our candle. So the same thing that happened in the 1 minute time frame is what I want price to do in the 4 hour time frame. You see? This is what ah so look at this, guys. There is another trade we took in this pair, right? This is the last trade I did with you guys before I told you let's go it there. Trade, right? And see what happened. The moment price engulfed, I entered, and I put my stop right below here. And then I told you guys, don't worry about this break, because when I was trying to close, this is what price was trying to do. And I told you, don't worry about this red candle. And see what price did. Price reached my take profit, the exact one, the one I wanted. You see? And I only used the 1 minute, 5 and 30 what? And so that price was bullish in everything. And there was a high chance that price would continue buying. And that's what it did, you see? Price had to buy all the way up to here. And this is the 1 minute time frame. So meaning my strategy can even work when you want to be a scalper, you see? You just have to pick what you want. In the near future, when we have a lot of capital, sometimes you'll be seeing me do this. So don't be surprised. Okay? Mhm. So this is important. And you can see that led to what? The 4 hour push. Which 4 hour push I was telling you about? The one I was telling you that price has a higher chance of what? Taking out this 4 hour low high. And that's what price has done. You see? So now listen to what I'll tell you now. Price will now make a new higher low and a higher high. And then we'll be waiting for a shift at this level. That's all. If this won't happen, then this price will continue buying till this zone, and then I will have no interest in the pair. Okay? because I won't want to do a sale here. Okay. USD CHF. You see what I was telling you? Price has to come back and retest this level. And then it will sell to sell, and you can see what's happening. Okay. So now what you expect is price to just continue selling until it's at this level. Okay. So it tapped into the level. Now price rejected. So now price has every right to what? To sell. Uh uh I like this. Can't lie. Uh so for now just wait for price to come back here. This is AD card. Price has been bought more at this level. So the only way we can sell is when I'm at this OG level. So you can clearly see that this trade needs a lot of time to give me uh, an entry signal, which is fine. Then we have ADJPY. This is the pair I was looking for sales. But you can see the daily will even go bullish now. So we avoided this. Euro USD price finally decided to start buying. But I still need to give it this week to come back here. Eurocard, you can see price is also struggling to break above this level. So we'll see what will happen this week. This pair also, I need price to come back here. They need to shift for me to buy. Because as of now, I don't know what it's trying to do. NZD USD, I need to give it one more week for price to come back here. As you can clearly see, the daily today spent all its day doing this. And last, GBP card need price to retest this level. It hasn't done anything. So this means that GPUSD, this trade we had here, is still playing out nicely, and price has bought more. But imagine if this happened at this level. That's the only thing I was looking for. But it didn't happen. But that's okay. So I think that's it for today. I'm just glad you've seen how I told you that this will buy and that Euro CHF pair did its thing. And now AUD and ZD bought also. Mm, yeah, it's a very nice day. And we've learned a lot. And honestly, today it was so hot. I wouldn't even make the 8 p.m. uh what session. But the important part is we've covered everything and we've not missed out. At least when this summer ends and we enter winter, it will be easier for me to cover everything because the weather will be so stable for working. Okay. But anyway, that's it for today. And have a very good night and God bless you all. Bye.